global prosperity and peace, equality and security for competent, comfortable and loving living on our planet. Ajaz Akram, Ajaz Akram. Mission, vision, aims and objectives. Policy, members' mission, vision, aims and objectives. Policy, members' selection criteria, constitution, output, leaders' leadership training, constitution, output, leaders' leadership training and people's education, advice for the countries, and play your role. Advice for the countries, and play your role. Avoid Third World War. Save yourself. Create a world assembly for universal brotherhood, global prosperity and peace, equality and security for competent, comfortable and loving living on our planet. Ajaz Akram. Mission, vision, aims and objectives. Policy, members' mission, vision, aims and objectives. Policy, members' selection criteria, constitution, output, leaders' leadership training, constitution, output, leaders' leadership training and people's education, advice and people's education, advice for the countries, and play your role. For the countries, and play your role. Author, Ajaz Akram, Ajaz Akram@hotmail.com. All rights reserved for Ajaz Akram. All rights reserved for Ajaz Akram. Date of first publication, the 17th of August, 2015. Date of first publication, the 17th of August, 2015. Publisher, Blurb Publisher. Blurb published from San Francisco, USA and UK. Published from San Francisco, USA and UK. 1 Mission 8P2. Vision 9P3. Aims and Objectives 3. Aims and Objectives 10P4. Policy 4. Policy 14P5. Members Selection Criteria 5. Members Selection Criteria 17P6. Constitution 6. Constitution 19P7. Output 7. Output 26P8. Leaders Leadership Training and People's Education 8. Leaders Leadership Training and People's Education, Advice N. Advice for the countries, and play your role. For the countries, and play your role. 27P. According to the Nostradamus prophecies and other witnessing sources of the world are indicating that the world can face the biggest destruction, Third World War, in the future. We have to do something greatest and serious to avoid the upcoming horrifically hell atomic and biological war, the Third World War, to secure the human's life at every inch of our planet. We must eliminate and eradicate rapidly growing hate between religions and within the nations of the world. It is useless to cry over spoiled milk. Before we Third World War, we must do an honest, sincere, and comprehensively a genuine effort. Take actions. The UNO was created after the Second World War. Now things have become beyond the UNO. Lacks in the UNO, including the veto powers, has caused distrust, partiality, inequality, insecurity and inferiority in others individually and collectively. It is time to save the world by creating World Assembly. Play your role now. How? Find out in this book. After reading this book, if you would like to suggest anything important regarding this, please do not hesitate to contact me. Never underestimate your thoughts. You can email your suggestions at provide email ID on page 4. Your suggestion can be added in next edition, if they are in the benefit of humanity. Ajaz Akram, London, UK, 17 August 2015. 1 Mission. Create and develop universal brotherhood. Comfortable and loving living on our planet, and comfortable and loving living on our planet, and secure the human life from Third World War. Secure the human life from Third World War. 2. Vision. Equality, security and global prosperity can be achieved through world assembly. Be achieved through world assembly. 10.3. Aims and objectives. 3.1 Create a world assembly. 3.1 Create a world assembly. 3.2 Universal brotherhood and harmony. 3.2 Universal brotherhood and harmony. Harmony. 3.3 Global harmony. Start preparing minds in the 3.3 Global harmony. Start preparing minds in the 21st century to develop global peace. Universal brotherhood century to develop global peace. Universal brotherhood and world assembly for competent, comfortable and loving and world assembly for competent, comfortable and loving living on our planet. Living on our planet. 3.4 Comfortable and loving life. 3.4 Comfortable and loving life. 3.5 Share resources between member states around T. 3.5 Share resources between member states around the globe. 11. 3.6 Opportunities and equal sharing of wealth, food, resources and economy. Resources and economy. 3.7 Eliminate borders by keeping sovereignty of 3.7 Eliminate borders by keeping sovereignty of countries, freedom of movement, work, business and living any freedom of movement, work, business and living anywhere in the world. 3.8 Basic living necessities for everyone equal. 3.8 Basic living necessities for everyone equally and affordably. For example, housing, food, clothing, traveling affordably. For example, housing, food, clothing, traveling, health facilities, technologies, etc. Facilities, technologies, etc. 3.9 Better communication, social, personal, economic. 3.9 Better communication, social, personal, economic and spiritual well-being of all fellow humans. Spiritual well-being of all fellow humans. 3.10 Appreciation of people who are working for T. 3.10 Appreciation of people who are working for the well-being of humanity. Well-being of humanity. 12. 3.11 Accountability of rulers, regulators and policy makers against their nation's standard of living. 3.12 Provide opportunity to the rulers and 3.12 Provide opportunity to the rulers and members to help each other for the welfare of their members to help each other for the welfare of their communities. Communities. 3.13 Save human lives and provide peace. 3.13 Save human lives and provide peace, justice and equal rights to the nations. Justice and equal rights to the nations. 3.14 Competent, comfortable and secure living. 3.14 Competent, comfortable and secure living. 3.15 Develop and asses indicators of the 3.15 Develop and asses indicators of the happiness of all population on the planet. Happiness of all population on the planet. 13. 3.16 Promote mutual, cultural, and religions. Respects. 3.17 Make plans to achieve all these. 3.17 Make plans to achieve all these. 14. Policy. 4.1 Treat everyone fairly and equally without any 4.1 Treat everyone fairly and equally without any prejudice / differentiation of race, gender, age, prejudice / differentiation of race, gender, age, nationality, religion, faith, beliefs, background, nationality, religion, faith, beliefs, background, geographical location, sexual orientation, physical geographical location, sexual orientation, physical ability and any other irrelevant consideration, and everyone must be committed to provide equality of service for all human beings. Service for all human beings. 4.2 Without any discrimination, bias or personal 4.2 Without any discrimination, bias or personal interest, provide honest and professionally competent advice and services to all the humans. Competent advice and services to all the humans. 4.3 Up to date with the current true information. 4.3 Up to date with the current true information. 15. And maintain other countries and their people's privacy. Privacy. 4.4 The philosophy of infinitivism must be 4.4 The philosophy of infinitivism must be applied to create global peace and universal applied to create global peace and universal brotherhood including a loving world. See the brotherhood including a loving world. See the philosophy in doctrine for the 2050 global philosophy in doctrine for the 2050 global education to achieve human well-being. Education to achieve human well-being, especially financial stability in 21st century, especially financial stability in 21st century, 2015. 4.5 Head office must be in the middle of the 4.5 Head office must be in the middle of the planet which can be moved time by time in sub-planet which can be moved time by time in sub-offices around the globe. Sub-offices must be offices around the globe. Sub-offices must be established in different regions. Regions can be established in different regions. Regions can be 16. Developed for administrative purposes so that the and maintain other countries and their people's privacy. Privacy. 4.4 The philosophy of infinitivism must be 4.4 The philosophy of infinitivism must be applied to create global peace and universal applied to create global peace and universal brotherhood including a loving world. See the brotherhood including a loving world. See the philosophy in doctrine for the 2050 global philosophy in doctrine for the 2050 global education to achieve human well-being. Education to achieve human well-being, especially financial stability in 21st century, especially financial stability in 21st century, 2015. 4.5 Head office must be in the middle of the 4.5 Head office must be in the middle of the planet which can be moved time by time in sub-planet which can be moved time by time in sub-offices around the globe. Sub-offices must be offices around the globe. Sub-offices must be established in different regions. Regions can be established in different regions. Regions can be 16. Developed for administrative purposes so that the great standards of working assembly can be achieved for each member country. Achieved for each member country. 4.6 Angel Watch offices must be created in each 4.6 Angel Watch offices must be created in each country by their own country but under the country by their own country but under the supervision of World Assembly to follow the policy supervision of World Assembly to follow the policy and to achieve aims and objectives. 17. 5 members selection criteria. 5.1 Assembly can be formed consisting on one of 5.1. Assembly can be formed consisting on one of the head of each state, and also select, from each the head of each state, and also select, from each country, the persons who have done or doing country, the persons who have done or doing great work or contributing towards the well-being great work or contributing towards the well-being of the whole humanity. 5.2 Select those people who have seen the 5.2. Select those people who have seen the livelihood of the poor population and middle class livelihood of the poor population and middle class and can make their lives better. They can or able and can make their lives better. They can or able to achieve objectives through hard work and with to achieve objectives through hard work and with their experiences, and find better solutions for their experiences, and find better solutions for betterment of the said people. 5.5 18. 5.3 The leader of the assembly must be approved to contest by the Board of Independent, Honest and EXP contest by the Board of Independent, Honest and experts. The approval to contest criteria must be set to act. The approval to contest criteria must be set to appreciate the constructive work or the well-being of humanity. The constructive work or the well-being of humanity. 5.4 Anyone who has done or doing constructive 5.4 Anyone who has done or doing constructive scientific inventions, Developments or worked or working for T inventions. Developments or worked or working for the well-being of humanity must be approved to stand as a being of humanity must be approved to stand as a leader of Adder of the World Assembly. The World Assembly. 5.5 The leader must be selected from each region. T 5.5 The leader must be selected from each region, turn by turn. Similarly, countries from each region must be Similarly, countries from each region must be provided the chance to select leader from the Mon regions. T the chance to select leader from the Mon regions. Turn. 19. X Constitution. 6.1 World Assembly must make an independent constitutions experts team who will look over the constitutions experts team who will look over the country's constitutions / set rules to update it. Our country's constitutions / set rules to update it, refine it, transform it and recommend removing problematics to transform it and recommend removing problematic stuff for the country or the neighbor countries or world the country or the neighbor countries or world community. 6.2 Experts must be included in team from the country. Experts must be included in team from the country itself, which is being treated by constitutions exp itself, which is being treated by constitutions experts, its friends countries and some from other part of the friends countries and some from other part of the world. 6.3 Every country must follow their own constitution /se Every country must follow their own constitution /se rule which must be angel look by the World Assembly rule which must be angel look by the World Assembly to see if the constitution is being followed honestly see if the constitution is being followed honestly and fully or not to achieve the World Assembly's mission, or not to achieve the World Assembly's mission, vision, aims and objective. 20. 6.4 The formed constitutions experts team must align each country's constitution with the world Assembly's mission, vision, aims and objective to Assembly's mission, vision, aims and objective to live with peace and prosperity. 6.5 Every member of the World Assembly must be committed to achieve the well-being of humanity and follow the constitution. 6.6 Anything goes against the well-being of the 6.6. Anything goes against the well-being of the humanity must be remove or eliminate from the constitution. 6.7 For administrative purposes, world must be world must be divided into regions, 4 or 5, etc. Divided into regions, 4 or 5, etc. 6.8 Border control must be eliminated in region 6.8. Border control must be eliminated in region. 20. 6.4 The formed constitutions experts team must align each country's constitution with the world Assembly's mission, vision, aims and objective to Assembly's mission, vision, aims and objective to live with peace and prosperity. 6.5 Every member of the World Assembly must be committed to achieve the well-being of humanity and follow the constitution. 6.6 Anything goes against the well-being of the 6.6. Anything goes against the well-being of the humanity must be remove or eliminate from the constitution. 6.7 For administrative purposes, world must be divided into regions, 4 or 5, etc. Divided into regions, 4 or 5, etc. 6.8 Border control must be eliminated in region 6.8. Border control must be eliminated in region. 6.8 Border control must be eliminated in region 6.8. Border control must be eliminated in region. First, then between the regions. 6.9 6.9 The leader of the assembly must be approved. The leader of the assembly must be approved to contest by the board of independent, honest to contest by the board of independent, honest and experts the approval to contest criteria must the approval to contest criteria must be set to appreciate the constructive work or work for the well-being of the humanity. Work for the well-being of the humanity. 6.10 Anyone who has done or doing constructive scientific inventions, developments or worked or scientific inventions, developments or worked or working for the well-being of the humanity must be working for the well-being of the humanity must be approved to stand as a leader of the world approved to stand as a leader of the world assembly. 6.11 The leader must be selected from each region turn by turn. Similarly, countries from each region turn. Similarly, countries from each region must be provided the chance to select. 22 Leader from the non-regions turn. Leader from the non-regions turn. 6.12 Constitutions of countries must be reasonable. Constitutions of countries must be reasonable, achievable and actable. 6.13 Eliminate fear and hate between the nations of the world, and develop global harmony and love in the world, and develop global harmony and love in mankind, for example extremists and Zionists. 6.14 Do genuine, honest and impartial efforts to settle down disputes between the parties. 6.15 There must not be given a veto power to anyone or any country because it is against equality. 6.16 There must not be a head, president, chair. There must not be a head, president. 23. Prime Minister, etc. of the created world assembly. Just a leader of the assembly. Just a leader of the assembly should be selected with members' votes. 6.17 Encourage people to grow more food around the globe. Non-genetically modified around the globe. Non-genetically modified. GM. Foods must be agriculture from small to GM. Foods must be agriculture from small to large scale. 6.18 Develop research centers in every region that identify and recommend the UN-used lands and areas to grow food across the world. 6.19 Promote to grow organic foods in the fields or gardens of their houses. 6.20 Build more houses to provide a secure 24 and comfortable living place to everyone in the world in every country. Provide house gardens or spaces tea in every country. Provide house gardens or spaces tea. Grow own food. 6.21 Establish research and development centers. Those can find the ways to build and provide very low cost housings according to the good living standards. 6.22 Every council from each country should buy, build, and provide houses to all its residents or provide land, building materials and funds to make houses, without any interest charges in both the cases. 6.23 Encourage and help member countries to generate energy by using solar, wind and wheels. 6.24 Create more job opportunities and free market. Create more job opportunities and free market between the regions. 6.25 Motivate people to feed hungry humans, birds and animals. Arrange places of feedings. Animals. Arrange places of feedings. 6.26 Stop the child from burning their own hands. 6.26 Stop the child from burning their own hands. For example, extremists in any religion and Zionists with extremists in any religion and Zionists with education, realizing them the danger of their wrong thinking and acts. Provide equality, security for all, honestly, acts. Provide equality, security for all, honestly, impartially and prosperity. 6.27 Introduce and promote the presidential form of government without prime minister and ministers. Anyone should be allowed to run for presidential election without any discrimination. Whoever win the majority of votes must be a president of the country. Election must be a president of the country. Election should be done over facial and fingerprints recognition technology. Develop a system to vote through internet by record. 26. Facial and fingerprints. Make it available in council's office and other places where everyone can access the system. Educate people how to use it via electronic media. 6.28 President must make his /her team between 5 to 10 of competent and experts. See Greater Game 10 of competent and experts. See Greater Game Greatest Love 2015 for details about team in Greatest Love 2015. 7 Output. Peace, prosperity, security, love and happiness. GL Peace, prosperity, security, love and happiness, globally. 27. Leaders leadership training and people's education. Educate them how to run a country successfully. ESP Educate them how to run a country successfully, especially about how to use emotional intelligence in leadership. Read leadership chapter in my book Greater Gain. Read leadership in my book Greater Gain Greatest Love 2015 for initial training guidance. Greatest Love 2015 for initial training guidance and content /material with latest further researches for content /material with latest further researches for leaders training. Educate from the mentioned book to the population. Educate from the mentioned book to the population on our planet about emotional hygiene and spiritual well-being. And spiritual intelligence to reduce the numbers of negative team members in the world, and to enrich humanness team members in the world, and to enrich humanness and for shining souls. 28 Advice for the countries. Use army men to fix and prepare every inch of land. Use army men to fix and prepare every inch of land available in country for cultivation /agricultural available in country for cultivation /agricultural purposes in the event of peace. Educate and train unemployed or job seekers or interested people for agriculture and guide them where to sell their products grown up foods in the prepared and provided land. The people who grow food, give them land. The people who grow food, give them share from the profit, a good share to live a happy life. Motivate. Motivate others to prepare and use land to grow food. Give others to prepare and use land to grow food. Give incentives for this. For this. Use HARP technology where there is watering problem. Use HARP technology where there is watering problem to cultivate food and provide water to drink to the pay. Cultivate food and provide water to drink to the people in need like Africa, etc. Need like Africa, etc. Invite technology experts, for example. Solar panel and wind. Invite technology experts, for example. Solar panel and wind power experts from other countries like China, Germany, experts from other countries like China, Germany, etc. to train your country fellows, unemployed or job seekers or anyone interested to learn, create, develop, and produce energy locally. Provide the best and fastest train services like JA. Provide the best and fastest train services like Japan, France, Germany, etc. in all areas of your country to cut Germany, etc. in all areas of your country to cut the fuel cost, pollution and road traffic, and also invent to gene pollution and road traffic, and also invent to generate energy electricity from wheels. Develop Angel Watch institutions / organizations. Like develop Angel Watch institutions / organizations, like Watchdog in the UK, to check and for the accountability of in the UK, to check and for the accountability of all institutions institutions and organizations. Here you can also use army men and organizations. Here you can also use army men or hidden faces from influences. It must be independent, not faces from influences. It must be independent, not only free from free from politicians but also from all forces influence. Politicians but also from all forces influence. Make independent courts and policing. Update old law. Make independent courts and policing. Update old laws according to the 21st century by comparing them with other countries' laws that are providing honestly great countries' laws that are providing honestly great justice and policing for its residents. Conduct researches to update, amend, and change law. Conduct researches to update, amend, and change laws and to make new laws of the country. Use facial recognition and fingerprints technology to collect countries' population's opinions regarding this. What a human being needs to live a comfortable and happy life. 1 shelter, 2 clothes, 3 food, 4 modern technology. 1 shelter, 2 clothes, 3 food, 4 modern technology, which is GY, which is UN ending and sometime unnecessary desires. UN ending and sometime unnecessary desires. Educate people to cut their unnecessary desires. DI educate people to cut their unnecessary desires. Discourage the advertisements that are creating unnecessary desires in humans. Promote modern technology to ease human life. Promote modern technology to ease human life, not to capture their minds to make them useless couch potatoes. Educate your nation how to achieve personal, Educate your nation how to achieve personal, economic, social and spiritual well-being. You can find Curry social and spiritual well-being. You find curriculum details for these in doctrine for the 2050 global education for these in doctrine for the 2050 global education to end to achieve human well-being, especially financials to achieve human well-being, especially financial stability in the 21st century 2015. 21st century 2015. I intend to write in details in my next book about what a ruler leader must know and do to run government successfully, and for happy life and for the well-being of country fellows. Yours role. Your MP/MNA, etc. to form the World Assembly. Write your MP/MNA, etc. to form the World Assembly. You can Google their email or contact details. Or approach Google their email or contact details. Or approach directly to them, if you can, to play your role for the sake of them, if you can, to play your role for the sake of humanity, for yourself, for your children. You can also write to yourself, for your children. You can also write to your head of state/country. Do it in any of your capacity. State/country. Do it in any of your capacity. Do your effort before the milk is spoiled. Do your effort before the milk is spoiled. Apply mentioned earlier points in it on yourself. Why apply mentioned earlier points in it on yourself, your life and our life and people around you, for example policy, constitution, etc. People around you, for example policy, constitution, etc. Avoid Third World War. Save yourself. Save yourself. A world assembly for universal brotherhood, global prosperity and peace, equality and security for competent, comfortable and loving living on our planet. Avoid Third World War. Save yourself. Create a world assembly for universal brotherhood, global prosperity and peace, equality and security for competent.